This is an introduction of the Google Earth tour that you will take later in the semester. In this tour, we'll explain the nature of convergent plate boundaries. And to understand convergent plate boundaries, we must first reacquaint ourselves with the Earth's plates. The Earth is covered with different sized plates that move. When the plates move toward each other, it's a convergent plate boundary. The other types of plate boundaries include divergent and transform, but we won't worry about those today. There are three cases of convergent plate boundaries. One is oceanic plate colliding with oceanic plate. The second is oceanic plate colliding with continental plate. And the last is continental plate colliding with a continental plate. We'll explore specific cases of each. Also, note that at each of the boundaries, there are earthquakes and volcanoes, which is characteristic of a plate boundary. The first boundary we'll explore is the Mariana Trench. This is an example of an oceanic plate colliding with an oceanic plate. It results in a deep trench, much deeper than the height of Mount Everest, which is about 7 miles deep. I placed a polygon on the deepest portion of the trench, right here. I also included an informational video about the trench that you'll see when you do the tour yourself. The next boundary is at the Peru-Chile Trench. This is an example of where an oceanic plate is colliding with a continental plate. This results in a deep trench and a high mountain range with volcanoes. I created this path along the Peru-Chile Trench, the one in red. The last example of a plate boundary is in the Himalayas. This is an example of a continental plate colliding with a continental plate. Note how I included an arrow on the Indian plate showing the plate motion in relation to the other plate. This collision of continent and continent resulted in the highest mountain range in the world. I also included a picture of Mount Everest, where the mountain is. I hope you enjoyed this tour of the Earth in the convergent plate boundaries. The Earth is truly an amazing place.